Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Nine Souls, where we are beginning today with a quick trip back to the Pavilion. Is there something our old friend, quote-unquote friend, needs to see us about? I don't know, he's pretty trustworthy. He seems trustworthy-ish, but you can never be too sure. How's it going, kid? Yee, who's that chubby guy? What's his name? He's Kuafu, an old friend of mine. He's easy to talk to, and just an all-around friendly guy. Really? But he keeps ignoring me. Is he shy? Not at all. Just keep pestering him. Given his personality, he'll respond eventually. What do you mean? Oh, so he actually wants to play too. I got it. We're going to be best friends. That's a weird response to that. I didn't quite know how to accent that because it's sort of a strange thing to say. I wonder if the reason that he's not being immediately responsive to the kid is, you know, some level of shame over what he must know they are doing to that child's people. He did not say where he would be. We also... Have I given the map chip? I don't think I've given the map chip that we bought over to our robot yet, either. So let's do that real quick. Hey, guess what?
Kato.
Thank you. That is it. Are you really going to give me useful information? Of course. Map data for you. Now, read. How can I be sure the information you give me is correct? Trust between people. Simple. Yeah. Easiest thing in the world, right? Your language module may be broken, but that doesn't seem to affect your communication abilities. Okay. So, now that that's happened, for the power reservoir, see, it's interesting. It says 1 of 4 and 0 of 1 down there in the corner. I was kind of expecting it to fill in, like to actually fill in stuff on the map a little bit, which it has absolutely not done. But I guess it's just told us the things that we're missing. Okay, well, we know of at least one area where we simply couldn't get to before. So I guess we'll come back once we have a way of getting up there and see about all that stuff we're missing.
Sir!
Yi, did you see that thing downstairs? The Shanghai 9000? No! The root node? No! Then what? The ape man! Oh, you mean Xuan Xuan. Why would you name such a terrifying creature? I betrayed the council and moved out of my home, and now you want me to share a roof with an ape man? Oh, give me a break. Just watching those hairless creatures walk around makes my skin crawl. Calm down. Ape men aren't that scary. You've seen them in the reports, haven't you? Seeing them in reports and seeing them in real life are like night and day. That ape child keeps calling after you. Yee. You're not actually gonna raise him, are you? What have you been up to all this time? Xuan Xuan is different from the others. Besides, it won't be in our interest if the council gets its hands on him. I find that argument to be a bit of a stretch. Never mind. I can never figure you out. Just keep him away from me, I beg you. Better yet, keep him locked up in a cage. Relax. I don't plan on letting him stay for too long. What was that thing you said you wanted to give me? Oh, I was so distraught by the ape man that I almost forgot. Here, take this. It's the azure bow that your family left for you. Did you meet her? Heng? No, she had asked someone else to give it to you, but it somehow ended up with me. I never thought it would actually get any use. I just spent some time tuning it up for you. Thanks. Your skills haven't gotten rusty, have they? You don't need to worry about that. Remember my nickname? Well, this seems mean. Gorgeous beefcake? The Hammer of New Kunlun. As you should know, there isn't a single craftsman in all of New Kunlun that comes close to my level. Anyways, now that I'm here, I can upgrade your bow or any other gear. My resources are limited, so besides Jin, I'll also need some extra parts. Let me know if you find anything similar. Got it. Till next time. Okay, so we have a ranged attack which consumes Azure Sand. So, okay, Azure Sand is his ammo. Arrows proper to the Azure Bow. This arrow penetrates through all targets in its path, potentially maiming multiple enemies, and can reach even the furthest targets, which suggests to us that we will receive other kinds of projectiles eventually. So it expands the number of shots. This is an improvement to the amount healed per charge, not the number of charges. This gives our arrows the ability to break shields and increases attack power. I really wish that, generally speaking, when stuff says like increases attack power, it would give you an idea like by how much. Okay, so get some health back or some additional money when doing talisman explosions. It all seems very good, also expensive. It's fine, we'll figure it out. So we have 2 shots of our bow per rest then. And not really a strong idea where to go from here. I'm wondering, like, I'm trying to think, is there any place that we saw a button or anything? Maybe we should actually talk to Kuafu again. I ducked out of there because I was like, action game, let's go action. But I don't know what I'm doing. You know, they say that the ape men have all these alien germs that make them bite indiscriminately if they're not trained. We took the vaccines before takeoff, but its effectiveness should have worn off centuries ago. Looks like there's no escaping it now. Don't be so neurotic. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. Well, at least make him take a shower. If his stench gets on my clothes, you will not hear the end of it from me. I mean, that's probably actually fair. That doesn't seem unreasonable. So, let's have a quick look at our status window since we've now picked up some objects. The thing we want to do with our skills costs 2 points, so we're just saving there. And I guess let's just, we'll go find a place to do a thing. All right. What does this mean? So let's see here. This area, I guess we have mapped. We know everything about it. Does this just mean I don't have the map data? Here I'm missing like a couple of small resource caches maybe. Although I don't know where. So, yeah, there's this. Off the left side of the power reservoir, is a direction we just didn't go before. And then there's a thing in the 8-man facility that we just can't get back up, right? Somewhere there was a jump I couldn't make or something, if I remember correctly. Well, let's head this way. So we want to take the elevator, the big elevator. Wait, am I going the right way? Big elevator is... Yeah, I am going the right way, although maybe I should have just gone right from the node. I don't know, this is working okay. Alright, and we go down to the bottom. And then take the top entrance out of the Radiant Pagoda area. Which is only going to necessitate me looking at my map 600 more times. Some pretty fancy stuff in here. I bet I could get some gin for selling all this. I should probably at least touch this so that it becomes our checkpoint node. So I guess that's actually the entrance that's represented as up. So yeah, just go left. Okay, yeah, there was this, and I couldn't figure out how to access it, and we tried sending the fairy up, or the nymph rather, and there was nothing to be seen. That's not the right direction at all. There we go. Okay, well, bad news, they still don't really have any money. Ah, this is why I didn't go this way, because you fucking can't. So you'd have to come around from that side of the map, and this is, yeah, there's like a whole chunk of the map I don't have access to, which is why there's so much stuff that we haven't seen before. Well, shit. Okay, just making sure. I'm wondering if I am missing like a Mystic Nymph hacking opportunity somewhere, and that's why I don't seem to have anywhere to go on my map. So this will take us back up to a place that it doesn't necessarily seem all that valuable to be. There's a gap on the right side of this, although it doesn't actually seem like there's anywhere to go. Oh no, right at the bottom, yeah, right at the bottom of the elevator there. Okay, well, let's try this. Let's make our way back to the elevator, which is gonna mean going back out the way we came in. Coward. Ugh. Terrible parry work. Just awful. Sorry, it's letting me shake off some of the rust here. Alright, so just back out the way we came in. Different spot for the elevator. I will one by one learn why each of these places is inaccessible. But we'll make a little bit of money doing it. I did notice, you know, you get achievements for stuff, and on the library page for the game, Steam shows you how many people got that achievement. Central Transport Hub, right? And it does seem like an awful lot of people fell off of the game, so somewhere between between the last two major story beats, which is interesting to me. I wonder why. Just get on the... Come on now. You're just being difficult to be difficult. I cannot smoke while I am holding onto the platform. Okay, so yeah, just down at the bottom here. It's probably just something I can't access for one reason or another. A door that is closed from the other side. Indeed. And I don't see anything that looks like a place for the nymph to go. There's an exit off the left side of this area. And this area. Okay, I mean, I guess let's take the elevator up and see about that then. They don't make us do elevator combat. No, just take us all the way. Alright, that's fine. Have I done whatever there was to do here? Yes, this is probably just a gate that was right there. Okay, I vaguely remember this area. Apparently I don't quite remember this, though, since I've never been down here. Interesting that he turned around, but my hit turned him back around. I guess he hadn't quite finished his animation yet. No good. Oh, running into the wall killed him, though. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, this is all new territory. We're figuring some things out here. Clumsily, but figuring is a trick. I'm always so early on that low swing. A standard component to recycle. Okay, so this lets us access an area that we've never been on the other side of anyway. Oh, I can't affect you at all. Okay. Can I find a root node? The 10 tenets of the Council: legacy, equality, justice, loyalty, discipline, innovation, selflessness, benevolence, knowledge, and insight. The Tiandao Council was founded by a group of scientists and former nobles who were opposed to Taoism. In its early days, it faced suppression and operated in secrecy, but over time it developed a centralized structure. 10 wise individuals, known as the 10 Sauls, were chosen annually as leaders, guiding the organization with each of their respective tenets. Interesting. Do I think there is likely to be a root node anywhere around here? Probably not. I didn't drop down here because I couldn't see the bottom, and I thought there's pretty good odds. It's just like down below the bottom of the screen, it's just going to be the red garbage that resets you. But, you know, don't know that for sure, obviously. I'm assuming I can't get through here. And even if I could get through here, I can't open that. Are you hackable by any chance? Okay, well, maybe we are trying to descend into that pit, because I don't know what else to do here. That could be opened from the other side, and it seems like I have had access to the other side before, right? Thought I spied maybe a little secret passage down there at the right side of the pit, but I think it's just fancy art. Okay, this is actually a zone transition. Puts us in the area above this bit of the central transport hub. See, this is interesting. Okay, so that connects to the elevator that's up at the top of that thing. And then this is all just this is a thing I probably couldn't climb up from below. Just trying to get a hold of why I hadn't walked over here before. I certainly wouldn't have been able to jump up there. So yeah, this is just the big elevator. Okay, interesting. So while we're looking at it, what's over? Oh, this is just it showed it as an area that we hadn't seen yet, but this is just spaceship hub. Well, I may as well reset myself at the root node. I see no compelling reason not to. When I rest, do I lose my progress toward a skill point? No, I don't. You've been up here already. Yeah, there's nothing to see. This kind of looks like a gap here. It's just not lit up, but it would appear that it is not. We hadn't run into a door anywhere that was locked by Kuafu's seal or anything. I don't think. Your first step into the Eternal, the Tiandao Council recruitment slogan. As the Tianhuo catastrophe spread, the formerly secretive organization known as the Tiandao Council emerged into the open. They recruited technical personnel for the Eternal Cauldron Project, with motivational slogans, and invited the general public to ascend with New Kunlun, a new path to survival. This brought a glimmer of hope to Penglai, which had already plunged into a doomsday panic. Okay, so this we can open, although it doesn't really matter too much because we have already been on both sides of it. But now we can do that more easily, I guess. Okay, and this is represented as being a doorway, but it does not actually let you go anywhere. Ah, here's a place where the Sol seal might be relevant. This is the pavilion. This is the door of the pavilion. We didn't talk to our computer and stuff, I guess, like Schwang Schwang's sleeping, and we'll just let that continue to be the case. Congratulations, my lord. With the addition of Kuafu, our side grows ever more powerful. I think you already knew he would be inclined to join us. That's why you led me to him first. Well, of course. None of my machinations can escape your keen eye. Please forgive my indiscretion. According to my calculations, the probability of collaboration was quite high. Also, I couldn't bear to see the two of you misunderstanding each other any longer. You've really learned how to act on your own accord. But I'll let it pass. That old friend's abilities are sure to come in handy. I appreciate that he definitely did not mean you've learned to act on your own accord as a good thing. Okay, and there's nothing new to be said here. You have nothing to do. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. I was hoping for a little bit of direction. We can, at the very least, go recycle. See, the rules of game design here would suggest that our new bow will be important in some way, right? 400. That's a shame. That's almost enough to get access to the upgrades that are interesting. The rules of game design would suggest that our new tool would be an important element of the next move forward, but I don't know what that would really be. I'm not trying to raid on your parade, but with your current gear, 100 extra lives won't even cut it. 100 extra lives won't even cut it. If you find any usable materials, please bring them to me. I can also make simple modifications to that pipe of yours to enhance its effectiveness. As for spare parts, just spend a little time looking around. Okay, what great advice. Things I never would have thought of on my own. Okay, so where are we on the world map? We actually don't know where the upper door here goes. Do I have access to it? No, I cannot get through it. Oh, well, actually, I didn't have the Tai Chi kick last time I was here. I guess it just ran out of time, probably. There we go. That looks like a progress direction. But hey, we picked up some resources and stuff. Well, this is dank. Oh, I see. Okay, also that. All right, excellent news. We now also have banked our second skill point. It's a pretty solid bow. It's decent. So it doesn't aim at all, though. It is a straightforward weapon. Hold on, there is a chest down here. Huh, okay, interesting. So we can draw the attention of the enemies by striking the bell. But it's not necessary to interact with the bell to get on the rope. Damn. Clumsy, clumsy work. Your parries must be good enough. I see. Oh. Yeah, I managed to deliver a panic Tai Chi kick there. Okay, and enemies will drop Azure Sands sometimes as well. Hi. Hello, friend. Nice day for a walk, isn't it? Who are you? Who I am isn't important. What's important is our current conversation. So you're just a Solarian taking a leisurely stroll through these ruins. Now, if you don't explain your purpose here, you're going to have to forgive my rudeness. Listen to me, my friend. I have no intention of being your enemy. What's the story with your hat there, friend? I'm also confident that you are not about to harm me. According to the hexagrams, violent conflict will not occur. I have always held great confidence in the insights my divination provides. I thought all the superstitious Solarians stayed in Penglai. What's more, the Daybreak Tower is a relic deeply symbolic of our ancestors. This is no place to start a fight. What tower? You mean these dilapidated ruins? My friend, things are never as they seem on the surface. Eons ago, the Daybreak Tower used to be the most magnificent altar in the Palace of Immortals. Ancient emperors would come here on important days to pray to the heavens. They would ask the holy men living in the tower to divine the fortunes of their kingdoms. Praise be the Sol, and grant our people peace and prosperity. May the Sol grant us the power to destroy our enemies. Please grant me sons who will extend the lifeline of the Empire. If you listen carefully, you can still hear their prayers echoing faintly between these walls. Battered by the winds of time, the entire belief system eroded and disappeared. People invented a whole new way to define Sol. That's because they found their own two hands far more reliable than any contrived gods. A late friend of mine once said something similar. In short, when I came back to my senses, I could no longer hear the music of the Daybreak Tower. Such a pity. I wish you could have seen this place at the height of its splendor. The bells rang with deep, majestic tones as the ancient Kunlun people assembled here to share food, wine, songs, and faith. It was a breathtaking sight. Songs and wine. Now, that sounds a bit more interesting. Oh, that's right. That reminds me. I've got a little something for you. This ancient music sheet is one of my treasured possessions. The bells used to fill these halls with the same melodies. If you manage to find the right instruments in these ruins, you should try playing some of this music. Gosh, I sure hope we don't need the bells that I've already destroyed. Your appetite for stories seems to be wearing thin. I'll let you be on your way. So old sheet music was used for sacrificial ceremonies. It was obtained from a mysterious Solarian. It sure was. The music sheet I gave you is an incredible piece. It would be such a pity if it were lost forever. If you're not the musical type, then please give it to someone who will pass it on. Okay, can I actually, is there a way to read it? No, wait, this is... Okay, I was wondering if it was going to be a set of symbols that we would then ring on these bells. So I noticed this is tuned to that. Huh. Interesting. Well, that remarkably doesn't seem to have accomplished anything. I guess let's just keep looking around. A restricted level and some locked floors. Alright, what's off this way? Okay, well this is extremely welcome. Alright, maximum key charge capacity increased. And then I don't see any reason not to rest. So we'll have to see how that key charge increase actually plays out here. Ow. So even when hitting them from the back, you can only hit the shield. And it sure doesn't seem to be taking damage in any way. I mean, when we can, when we have a bow that can break shields, maybe that'll be something. This is sort of conspicuous, this bit where the ground is a different substance than the ground around it. Ow. Ow. Why so many hostile creatures? All of a sudden I got ambushed. Shoot. Okay, so they're just fully invulnerable from the front, is the value of that helmet. Interesting. Okay, this is going swimmingly. Yeah, really, really bad start. Gotta say, I do not care for those flying bug type enemies. Am I gonna try to kill you? I guess so. Boy, that's some creative figuring on the hitboxes there. Very spooky down here. So where would this connect me to? For the moment it seems like nowhere. And this looks kind of like a door, but I guess not. Certainly can't interact with it. Yep, alright, I just don't have whatever it takes to open that. That's fine. Back upstairs we go.
Second.
Messy. Yeah, not good at all. Am I going back to the node? I suppose so. There's not really much reason not to. Oh, that's right. It's back over that hill. Well, whatever. I think I'm going to be making this trip without my body if I don't go back now anyway. Okay, I am not getting overwhelmed by extremely basic enemies. Everything I said was false. Just terrible. No particular reason for us to do anything up here. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Oh. What you got? Well, he goes through really fast on that attack. Oh. Huh. I didn't mean to stop holding Talisman. I guess I must have, but I was really expecting the Talisman explosion to finish him off there. Okay. Still bad, but less bad. It's a little annoying that the second hit from the back there counted as a front hit and just bounced off the helmet. Honestly, the time for a 2 key charge explosion doesn't really seem very different from the amount of time that it takes for a 1 key charge explosion to happen. I was definitely expecting it to take longer to charge up. Damn it. I got greedy. Just 2 offense. 2 offense. Maybe I should just shoot them with my bow. Okay, I'm not sure why I took damage there. That parry should definitely have worked against both of those attacks. That time I did let go because I didn't trust that it would make contact in the first place. Alright, smart to die over here.
Okay.
Even when I 100% fully expect the second strike, I'm still getting hit by it. It really does. It comes out very fast. Interesting that the dog trigger is further forward than the trigger for the bee. Or the whatever we're calling it. It's not a bee, clearly. Okay. That could have been worse. That could definitely have been worse. Oh, what's up now, nerd? That's very embarrassing for him. Almost as embarrassing as all this stuff keeps being for me. Oh, what's up now? That's what I was waiting for. I was trying to bait him into that so I could Tai Chi kick him. And it happened and I just like didn't take advantage. I need you to stop hitting me so much. Okay. So. Can you... You sure can. And yeah, there's something else to do here. Oh, okay. I was supposed to use the striker. The thing is, I have a striker. I am a striker. Oh. I guess this is just how we do things around here? I feel really bad for that thing. I feel a little bit less bad for it since it's dragging me through here. You could go around the bees. I was having the same thought that guy was. All this jumping around, all this parrying and fighting face-to-face stuff is dangerous. Let's just stab him in the back. Inscriptions on an ancient stela. West of Yaoqi and towering above is the Daybreak Tower. As an ancient Penglai holy site, Kunlun's Yaoqi Lake was once the site of sacrificial ceremonies. Back when Sol was just the name of a star, people viewed the primordial roots as the mother and Sol as the father. Prayers within the circle building were said to be able to reach heaven. During summer nights, strangers from ancient Kunlun would gather in the tower and celebrate with song and dance, exalting the Sol with their lyrics and passing on their Sol worship to subsequent generations. Oh hey, that's a welcome little machine. And then is this like a sand machine maybe? Oh, is the thing I break? Okay, it is full of sand though. I guess a jar is a kind of machine. Oh, who's this? It's another call from Heng. How are you doing, dear brother? Is it day or night where you are right now? What does the sky look like out there? I've never left Sha, so I always felt envious whenever you told me about all those faraway places. I didn't have many friends my age when I was a kid. The grass, the trees, the sky, and the stars were what kept me company whenever you were away. Remember when I first told you about hearing the roots sing? You thought I was hallucinating from being alone all the time. Oh. Either the connection or my consciousness is becoming a little...
Kim?
Heng, why haven't you gone to sleep yet? Are you talking to the roots again? How did you know? The weather tonight is great, so all the branches are singing. I've told you again and again, the primordial roots aren't sentient. You're most likely hearing random static generated by its energy. You just don't know them yet. They can be quite lively. I learned about the celestial bodies in school today. Did you know that light from the stars in the sky are actually from a long, long time ago? A star leaves its brilliance behind as it burns itself. That light travels thousands, if not millions, of light years to reach us.
What can they say?
I heard a classmate say that the stars may shimmer brightly, but they may have already extinguished. All that's left are the last vestiges of their final moments, echoes from the past. And that's what nourishes the roots. They absorb the remnants of stars, turning it into milk to feed us and supply us with energy. What my teacher doesn't know is that all souls and dreams also end up as food for the primordial roots. They emit a song as they devour. I hear their deep melody as I fall asleep each night. They sing about all the stories across this vast expanse. That's how the roots perpetuate the memories of the universe, how they nurture new stories as others come to an end, for all eternity. I wouldn't have described the energy conversion process in such a sentimental way. You have a rather active imagination. Isn't it just captivating? All their branches contain stories from the past. There's even souls from... Okay, I know. That sounds like a fine poem waiting to be written. But you should still focus on your studies, okay? The primordial roots' energy can be explained through scientific principles. I'll let you be my assistant, then you can learn all about it. Do you really think there are souls inside the roots? That thought alone is a bit worrying. Not really. Forget about that. Look, a shooting star. You didn't approve. You thought the world ran not on sentiment, but on science and rationality. So I swore to never talk to them again. But the voices never disappeared. I hid under the covers and responded in secret. Our calls and responses formed their own meandering melody, its color and aroma changing as it flowed. Even now, in these dead streets and deserted alleys, the roots still sing. So please, don't worry about me, dear brother. I'm not alone. Not when I have the roots to tell me your story. So, once again, it's presented as an incoming transmission, but there's absolutely no reaction to it, which really, it suggests that it suggests to me that it's information that Yi is familiar with already, which is to say, like, he's receiving a memory of a conversation, or receiving a transmission of a conversation that he remembers. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, that was easy enough to accidentally solve. Ah, turn it. The dash took me a little bit further than I thought it was going to. Any Jinn experience absorbed by the enemy that killed you can be recovered using a talisman explosion. This removes the need to actually kill the enemy that killed ye. Okay, that's interesting. It doesn't seem all that relevant, and I certainly don't think it's worth a jade slot, but it's something, I guess. I didn't realize that any portion of our resources were even going to the killer. Ow, I am embarrassed. I can't believe I got hit by both of those. I needed to just jump up and do a swing parry. Okay. Grab, please. Ow. Shit. Okay, another basic component. Lovely to have. Next time we hit a root node, we should definitely go back to the pavilion. Also, I should smoke. Hi. Oh, that's no good. Then I smoke. Oh, what's up, nerd? Look at the power of this backstrike. Okay, that was a little closer than it probably needed to be. And we are at this point quite far away from the last root node we touched. Please let there be one just inside this building. I hesitate to think of exactly what this is. Let's just disregard. Let's just not. We just won't. We just won't think about it as I get it all over my feet. Do I think this way leads to a root node, or do I think it leads to an important battle? Because we could have gone across the top. Let's go back and see what going across the top looks like. Aha. Okay. Very thankful. I may as well hit this, although we know we're not swapping to it. And I guess, you know, let me look at this before we go back to the pavilion. An ancient cave painting, a poem on the genesis of Fusang. Fusang, the soul's spear. In its sorrow and compassion it descends, granting us life's vigor. The primordial roots, also known as Fusang, is the oldest plant on our mother planet Penglai. It feeds on light and reaches across all islands and land masses. Since prehistoric times, Solarians have been inseparable from the roots. It provides shelter for sleeping and fruit for warmth. On Penglai, civilizations arose wherever the tree thrived. It provides fruit for warmth, huh? Not to say that that's wrong. It's just, it's an unusual way of talking about the benefit that you get from food. Might be a cultural thing. Okay, so first of all, let's go and recycle a little bit. All right, and then it's hard for me to imagine wanting to build anything more than the next pipe file charge. Okay, next one up at 4,000. And with that, there's no reason to really look at anything else because we have spent everything. So, a conveniently timed return home that I think sets us up to just leave the rest of this area for tomorrow. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I think I'm sharpening up. I'm getting better at getting better here. It's taking me fewer tries to learn new enemy patterns and stuff. So when you come back next time, hopefully we'll be hot on the trail of another Sol. And we'll see you then.